Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a Meaningful Nonsense podcast weekly rundown. I guess this is like, I should call this the questionnaire because these little short ones that I'm doing, like I've said before, I'm using these little short, jaunted, or short formatted podcast, little tidbits as practice because I'm trying to get better at this podcast and stuff. I can see I got my pen because I was taking little notes, but I wanted to hop on here for a little bit, ask a couple questions, questionnaires or whatever. But yeah, I should call this shit the questionnaires instead of just the weekly rundown. Because if it's a weekly rundown, I'll be running down a bunch of things. But this is just a questionnaire. I'm asking questions. But yeah, I wanted to pop on here. I wanted to ask some questions about stuff. So my question is, now I've been single for a while, and I kind of fell into the whole manosphere, red pill stuff, and all the other stuff, and then, kind of how do you self improvement and stuff like that. And I've been doing a lot of that lately. As y'all can see, my TV decided they wanted to have a mind of his own behind me, but yeah. So I fell into that stuff. Started learning some stuff about how to be a better man and all that stuff. High value, which yeah, I don't really want to do all that shit. But anyways, my question really is now that in 2022, I know that from the first time before I got into my relationship, and then when I got in my relationship, the world of dating has changed. Where I met my ex through a friend, and anybody else I had met during those times before I met my ex was I met those people either through friends or in person, like a bar, club, or something. And that's how I was meeting most of the people I was kind of, getting around and stuff like that, or dating or whatever, whatnot. And that has changed because now you have different avenues. You got dating apps. You also still have that meeting people in public, but I'm gonna talk more about that in a little bit. And then you also have meeting friends through friends, which is also something that has happened to me. So I want there's that way, but I've come to see that these days, although there's the hey, we can meet someone, you can meet someone through somebody, but the cold approaches is what I wanted to talk about. Are we still out here cold approaching women? Are we and this is actually, I shouldn't even say women, because are we out here cold approaches like women? Are you accepting cold approaches, and men, are you doing more cold approaches? Because I don't see that's happening anymore, and I know that I'm a bit on the fence about it because, man, I don't want to catch no case or be coming off as a creep or nothing. And I understand a lot of the time when women say that guys come off as a creep when they do cold approaches, because a lot of dudes just don't have that experience. Now, me, on the other hand, I don't have that experience, but I know how to talk to people. I can talk to someone, I can strike a conversation. Anybody tell you who knows me, I can walk into a bar completely full of strangers, and you'll swear to God, I left there with a best friend because of the type of person I am, personality and stuff like that. Got the gift of gab. But is that cool these days? Can people walk up and have conversations with people, get to know them, eventually take them on a date, or are we kind of subjugated to dating apps? Because that's kind of how I've been doing my whole search to meet people and everything, is through dating apps. Right now, I'm predominantly on. You see, I'm practicing, man. This practice, man. What Iverson said. This is practice. But anyway, look. That went out the window, but I predominantly use dating apps, and my I think my app of choice is Bumble. Although I kind of think I want to move away from Bumble because although it gives you preferences, there's some other things that's kind of getting me off that. Like, you can't really choose nationality. Although I accept everybody, but I'm a predominantly go towards black women and everything. So you could get that with Hinge. You can't really get that with Bumble, but what do you guys what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer to meet people in person, or do you prefer to meet people on dating apps, or you sliding in DMs, or what is your method of meeting people? Because the cold approaches is, in my eyes, is kind of dying because of the whole guys don't want to be perceived as creeps, and I don't think that a lot of women want to be bothered in everyday life. I don't know. I wish I had some women on here that could kind of tell me what their thoughts of everything is, but for right now, it's just me asking questions on what are people most frequent usage. What are people most frequent method of meeting people, taking them out on a date or whatever, whatnot. If you guys have any answers to this question, hit me in the DM or um, go in the comment section. Hit me. I'm gonna respond to everybody because really and a bunch of people watching. But you know, let me know what you think, man. What's your method of meeting people? Yeah, man. That's all I have for today, man. I want to hop in here, say a little bit of something. I want to hop on out of here. So, for everybody that's new to the podcast, welcome. For those of you been around, few people, thank you for coming back. So, for everybody out there, like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy KP, and I'm Audi 5000. Thank you.